Alrighty, here we are with another vlog. Hey, I have arrived in Lodi in Italy. This is a town like we are. It's a very nice fountain. It's a little river. This city is called Lodi, and it was founded in the 12th century by Frederick Barbarossa, which means Redbeard. It's a very ancient town, so 12th century, and in the 15th century there was a peace treaty here that was signed by Milano and Venice and Napoli. They were always fighting. Not anymore. Yeah, it's quite a nice place, but it's not my destination for today. Today I'm going to Piacenza, although I've heard that it's not as nice as Lodi, or at least not as nice to look at, not as historical. However, I'm going to chill here to drink something and to tell you about what I've been doing the last days, because my last vlog was from Montespluga and it was very short because I was still on the way and I was just heading down, and actually I didn't even talk about most of the way down because I thought I'd already gone down most of it, but I didn't. There was still a long way to go. Okay, wait, first let me get a fucking drink because I'm dying here. Okay, so whew. I've been driving for I think 2 hours today, so that's fine. I still have I think 3 hours to go to Piacenza. Okay, so going over the Spluga Pass, that's where we were actually. So I would say going over the Alps was one of the coolest things I've ever done. It was really cool, and the reason I chose the Spluga Pass was because it's one of the most historical ways from Italy to Germany, basically Germania to Roma. Yeah, the Romans would just march armies through this path, like whole armies with tents and everything, and I just thought it would be the coolest thing to sort of replicate this, because yeah, you can just imagine Caesar sending his armies to the Rhine in the Netherlands to fight the Frisians and stuff, to fight the barbarians. Not the Frisians actually. But yeah, so I went over this pass. It was really hard. Yeah, it was by far the hardest thing I've ever done. I think if you look at the Instagram stories that I put online, yeah, it just looks really easy. The camera does not do it justice. I still took like an hour and 15 minutes to get all the way up there, and it was just really fucking hard. I had to walk a lot of parts not because of my knee, just because it's just fucking hard to get up there. It's really steep and it just keeps on going, you know. And yeah, it was really crazy hard to get up there. And once I got up there, so I was going down the other side, and then you have some nice U-turns and you end up in Montespluga, which is a small village in Italy already, and there's like a lake with a dam. So I thought this was sort of it, and then now I sort of had to bike down to Chiavenna, but that was not the half of it even. That was not even a quarter of it. Then after this dam, it was just U-turn after U-turn after U-turn down, and it was really fast. I was going I think 65 kilometers an hour with the bicycle. There were some motorcycles following me and they could not really overtake me because they were just as fast. It was too dangerous to go any faster as well, because yeah, there's just, the barriers are quite low. If you make a mistake, you're just over it and you're just dead. It doesn't really help wearing a helmet. So yeah, you see everybody here wearing helmets, but it's, yeah, if you fall down, you're just dead. It doesn't really matter. So, and also if you go up there, you're using a lot of energy, so you're getting quite warm and you're not feeling very cold. But as soon as you go down, first of all, you're still, yeah, like when I got to Montespluga, I think it's still 1700 meters up, so you still need to go down 1700 meters, and you're not using any energy because you're going down, and there's a lot of wind chill because you're going really fast. So what happens is you get really cold. Like, it's really cold. I could not feel my hands anymore, and yeah, I still had to brake, so it's kind of important that you feel your hands. So I was just focusing totally on this ride, but it was the coolest ride I ever did. Like, it's really amazing, and it's also just really rewarding to go up first and then to go down, all on your own power basically, and gravity. Yeah, it's just really rewarding, and I'm really happy that I did it. Yeah, it was one of the coolest things I ever did. It was really fucking awesome. Yeah, so I'm really happy that I did this. So then I head down into Chiavenna, which was a small town. At this point I decided to follow the advice of a friend and download an app for bike routes, which I'm really happy for. It's called Komoot, which I'm using now. It's because in Italy, like, if you look at Google Maps, there's no way to find a single bike pad. It's just, you'll just be sent either onto the highway or into cornfields again. So yeah, I'm just using this app now, and that's really nice. And yeah, I tried to get as far as I could without damaging my knee. So I went down to Lago di Como, which is beautiful lake, quite large as well. I've been there before, like I think 10 years ago or something. I was trying to get to Como, which is a village in the south, like basically you could say at the end of Lago di Como, on the east side. But I had troubles finding a couch host. So I was looking for campsites, and yeah, basically they were all really shit in Como. So, and when I was looking, there was actually one 100 meters away in Leno, so I stayed there, which was okay. And then I departed again. I only had, I think, like 80 kilometers to Milano. So I went to Milano. That was very interesting, to say the least. But now I had found out that Italian car drivers are something particular. It's really weird because so you have a country here that has all of these tiny roads because there's not much space next to a lake. So you would think that people are very aware of the space around them, but the opposite is the case. I think I saved my own life like 10 times driving from Como to Milano, because they are just not aware of stuff happening around them. It's really crazy. Like, I will notice a car coming. I will have my hands on the brakes because I can see that they are not seeing me, you know. They are just not looking around. They're just only interested in their car and where they are going. So I have my hands on the brakes. I feel like it's my road, so I'm sort of waiting until the last moment. Then I brake, and I think I tapped a car like 4 or 5 times on the side, like poof, poof, poof. People just look at me like, oh, what the fuck happening? I'm just like, yeah, look around, okay. Fucking crazy, like, so yeah, it's just not pleasant it's actually not very enjoyable to drive through Italy, I would say. It's very beautiful. A lot of parts are very beautiful, but you have to be super aware of everything, because you just get run over, because these people just don't look. I think they lack spatial awareness, or they don't give a shit about people besides themselves, or a combination of the two. So yeah, you just have to be on the lookout, and you have to be aware of what's happening around you. Luckily, I'm quite good at that, so I feel quite safe. But it's just hard. And then if you go to Milano also, they have these really large stones in the pavement. So basically you're just going like, and you're destroying the tire. So Milan is quite pretty, but it's a hell on earth for bicycles. And also the people there, they don't care about traffic laws at all. It's just yeah, it's really crazy. But I had a nice time in Milan. I played some music, and I was just really waiting for this again, because I had been stuck in Cour for 2 days, 2.5 days, and yeah, in Splugen there was also not much to play, so yeah, I hadn't played in a while. I made a song though, but I didn't play for a while, so it was really nice to just play in Milan. Also, it was nice weather. It was like 20 degrees. I think I'm also getting a bit of a tan by now. So yeah, I had a good time in Milan, and I took some pictures at the Duomo. I also had some very nice interactions along the way. I think I went to, like, there was a small village, and I had troubles with my phone actually. This is also quite interesting. So my phone wasn't charging somehow. It was working, but it was not charging, and I was getting quite anxious because I'm using GPS, and it's kind of nice to have GPS. But most of all, actually, if I don't have a phone, or if my phone is not working, I cannot call my partner, and this makes me feel very lonely, which I don't like. So I was getting a bit anxious about this. So I stopped inside a small cafetiera in a small village. That was really nice, because it was Saturday afternoon, and there were just like 11 Italians there drinking vino bianco and espresso and stuff like this, and they were all very interested in my story and me where I go, and then offering me wine all the time. Give him wine for me, give him some wine. Yeah, and I got out a little bit tipsy. In the end, it turned out that it was not the phone that was broken, it was just the cable. So I'm now on my 4th USB-C cable. I hope this one keeps working, because I really don't like losing out on this. But I have to also say that I felt kind of weird that I was so attached to the phone. Oh, I also, because I didn't have, so my phone was completely dead at this point, and I still had to go to Milan. So I'm very happy that I was paying attention to Italian speech for a while, because I was actually just about able to ask for directions and understand what they were saying. So I think my Italian is just good enough. It's just good enough to survive around here. So that's really nice. Yeah, so right now I'm in Lodi. I think I already said this. I'm going on to Piacenza. I hope this will be a nice town. I have no clue, but Lodi is nice, so at least I saw something nice already. And yeah, then we will continue on to the rest of the journey. But I think yeah, it's going quite well. I have made a lot of kilometers, and actually I think I've come further than I expected I would. So yeah, I think this is it for now. I also still want to thank everybody who's sending me money. By the way, a couple of people have asked me that they don't really want to be subscribed monthly, but they do want to send me some money for this trip. So if this is you as well, you can just send me a message on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, whatever, and I will give you my account number. I mean, I will not say no to people wanting to send me money. I will try to give you also some links to the stuff that I made, but yeah, I cannot do this forever. This is why the Patreon account is something that I put there, so that you can get access to extra content and stuff like this. But if you want to send me money, you can always send me money. So I think that was it for now. I will speak to you guys later, and thank you for following along. And yeah, I think it's really nice. I will see you guys and talk to you guys later.